like you. Don't run away.
You ready, Ryan?
We have one more comedian, and then you'll be free, don't worry. He is the event coordinator for Blue Pencil Comedy. Please give a warm welcome to Ryan Gabos.
Woo!
I'm gonna give this mic some love. I have been trying to be more positive lately in my life outlook, and it's a tough thing. It's a lot of work. You can't just wake up, tomorrow morning and be like, hey, it's going to be a great day. Everything's coming up. You got to take baby steps. So, you have to. I'm sure you've heard the glasses half full, not half empty. So you have to assign, positive names to things that have negative correlations. So, for instance, here's an easy one. Fool's gold. I don't call it fool's gold. If I see it, I say, hey, that's some legitimate pyrite. Baby steps. Over the summer, these were collectively, in 3 seconds, these were my worst 3 seconds of the summer. I found myself at a Rita's Italian Ice store. Is anyone familiar?
Woo!
Yeah. See, I don't know how many there are in Ohio, but they're fairly prominent in the Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania area, really. It's great, just some shaved ice, So I was standing there, and I found myself in that situation where I couldn't decide which flavor I wanted. So I stood a few feet, an appropriate distance away from the window, and I thought about it for a while. And then this elderly man, about 70-something, not really old, but old enough that he can still go out and have a time. And it was him and his similarly aged friend, and they sort of formed a mini line behind me. And I noticed them, and I was like, hey, you can go ahead of me. I'm having an internal struggle right now. And so when I say this, the man's face lights up with love. I can't describe it as anything else. It's a loving look that he gives me. And so it gets weird. So he lights up, and he's got a toothy smile, and it's a very genuine, affection that he's showing me, of glee. He's so happy that I gave this to him. And so he looks at me, and he takes his whole arm, and he puts it around my shoulders. But he keeps his face parallel to mine. Yeah, so we are too close right now. The ratio of physical intimacy to personal familiarity is way out of whack. And he says, hey, thank you. But his eyes said so much more. And he was wearing shades, but I could see through them the Valentine shapes that were under there. He was saying, hey, thank you, but his eyes were screaming otherwise. They said, hey, thank you. Maybe in the near future, I could touch your peep. Trust me, his eyes said this to me. What a dirty old man for doing that. For looking at me I'm in this embrace that I can't get out of. I didn't choose to be there, and just was like, go! I want to know what Rita's Italian Ice I can get. I don't need this. And, what was his friend doing the whole time? This is about 3 seconds. I know I've built this up to be a huge thing, but this is about 3 seconds of my life. Terrible. And his friend is just observing, letting his old friend make a pass at a young kid. Did they come there for refreshments, or did they come there to get fresh with me? It's disgusting. And so I know, it's going to, what happened. It's kind of anticlimactic. Basically, he let go, and then went and got his Italian Ice, and then after he was done, I got mine, because I decided I just wanted the flavor that got old fogey Casanova away from me. And I ate it, and the day ended with my peep remaining untouched. So that was good. So there was, okay, let's break this down. There was no verbal evidence that he, wanted to make this pass at me, but I saw it in his eyes. Telekinetically, he sent me this message. And here's what's so gross, is that I caught the idiosyncrasy of the word peep. He didn't say, he would like to take a gander at my peep and not any other word for that. What a disgusting old man. So, that's how I knew. Never forget. Semper Fi. Do as the Romans do. Don't touch peeps. Thank you very much. Good night.